Okay, everybody. Apparently, Google and YouTube have this new thing where when you go live, you can't use Firefox. So you can't use OBS either. So you have to use Google Chrome, and that setup sucks, honestly. Okay, so yeah, I have more options on OBS. I'm going to see what else we can do, or if I have to use or Microsoft to use the internet. But anyway, tonight we'll be talking about Sea of Thieves. Now, Sea of Thieves is made by Rare. It's not exactly the old Rare that we know and love, like Conker's Bad Fur Day Rare, but it's still pretty much for the Rare part. For the Rare part, it's Rare. It's also made by Microsoft and rated for teen online play only. Become a pirate legend. It's the game. So there are some goods and bads about Sea of Thieves. Sorry, I'm getting used to this new setup that I have to do through Google, and I'm just not liking it. But anyway, okay, so let's get right to the game here. Sea of Thieves, you play as a pirate. You cannot, unfortunately, you cannot design your own pirate, which it's all right, but there's only a limited amount of designs you can get. They're all prefabricated through the game. So that's kind of a negative, but you have the option of playing on a large ship, which is called a galleon, where you have a crew of about 4 people or less, or you can play on a sloop, which is a small boat, which can be ran by 3 people, or if you decide to play solo, you can do that too. Honestly, I like Sea of Thieves. I do. It's fun. I really like the whole, seafaring adventure stuff. The water physics are some of the best I've ever seen in a game, like ever. And I've been gaming for about a good, at least, oh God, how old am I? Oh, 35 years. 35. That make me, no. I'm sorry. 32 years. My mistake. Yeah. Since I was 5 years old. So I'm 37. That tells you what. It's a lot of fun. There have been people saying that everything's pretty much repetitive. Yes, it's repetitive. You've got several different crews you can work for. The merchants, the gold hoarders, the mystical peoples that want you to go out and take out living skeletons and stuff. This is kind of like a combination of a player versus environment, player versus player situation. You've got other pirates out there who want to steal your booty. I'm going to try my best not to do too many booty jokes because, well, it's pirates booty. It's going to run itself thin. So, I actually have notes. Hong Kong Fooey. No, that's for a review that I'm doing later. Okay, I like the graphics. They're pretty good. Kind of a cartoony vibe to them. It's almost cute, especially like the little piglets that run around. They're absolutely adorable. The chickens are kind of cute too. Skeletons can be pretty ferocious looking. The gameplay is like I said, it can be a little bit repetitive, but I enjoy the single player campaign. We'll actually be talking about the multiple player later because there are some issues. There's a very good sense of adventure. Basically, when you're on the ocean as a single player, it's kind of hard because you have to fight against storms, you have to fight against skeletons, you have to fight against other players to get to your destination, get the treasure, and get back from your destination. So it can be a little bit tough every once in a while, and can be a little bit of an annoying because of other players not getting the drift that you want to be left alone. So you can either fight them to your doom or their doom, or run away like a running pirate. Pirates don't run; they sail away. But anyway, there is a pretty high fun factor for me because being on a ship with only 2 cannons by myself. Limited resources, I prefer to just run away, which is cool. And also one of the coolest parts is shooting yourself out of a cannon. Yes, you can climb into a cannon and shoot yourself out of it, or have somebody shoot you out of it. And it's pretty awesome to fly through the air and you land. And sometimes if you get the trajectory wrong, you kind of fly over the the island or wherever you're going and land in the ocean. Oh yeah, and there's also sharks. Yeah, sharks are a big one. There's mermaids, but they help you get back to your ship if you're separated, or if your ship sinks, you go back to them. You go find one and you'll get transported back to your ship. Which transportation back to the ship, there is some glitchy issues, which, like I said, I'll get to the glitches pretty soon. And also there's a lot of we've been talking like a pirate or kick in the booty type stuff going on, which is a lot of fun. Some of the videos that I find on YouTube are absolutely hysterical. They've been ported over from Twitch because Microsoft doesn't allow you to broadcast live on YouTube. How about that? Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out a way to get through that. I do have a way, but it's untested. I'm going to test it out sometime soon. It won't be live, however. It'll be pre-recorded, and I'd have to I do a voiceover on it, which microphones. So that'll be just fine. Now, there are a lot of positives to the game. It's fun. For me, it's fun. I mean, I like No Man's Sky. Oh, I said No Man's Sky. Oh, No Man's Sky when it first came out, because I knew absolutely nothing about it. I saw no previews or whatever. So I really actually did like No Man's Sky, and I was playing it and everything. And then they updated it, and I can't stand it. Go figure. So there are a few things I would like to bring up about the negatives, or the not so good stuff about not No Man's Sky. Oh boy, I got that one in here. About Sea of Thieves. Now, first of all, Sea of Thieves feels kind of incomplete. I was expecting a little bit more to do. I mean, there's tons of there. Okay, honestly, there's not much to do besides go get treasure, go shoot skeletons, go blast the hell out of skeletons, or go capture pigs or little piggies and chickens and transport them from here to there, or so on and so forth, or finding random stuff. I have found some randomly generated undersea treasures from sunken ships and stuff. So that's pretty cool. When I actually got the game the day after it was released, and I was playing it, and I'll be honest with you, I got so angry at how messy it was, because there were constant glitches. For example, I would just die out of nowhere, or my ship would just sink, or my ship would just like fly out of the water, and I'd be like, whoop, what just happened? Or like, let's say I'd be on an island, somebody was sink my ship, and there were no instructions anywhere how to do anything. So you either have to look it up on the interwebs or figure it out yourself. Like, what do I do when my ship sinks? So the first time that happened, I'm literally sitting on this island for about 4 hours. 4 hours of sitting on this island and, well, basically hitting palm trees with my sword, or my sword, cutlass. There it is. And then I was like, what am I supposed to do? So I looked it up, and I'm like, oh, you're supposed to go find the mermaid with a little smoking beacon in the middle of the water, and hope to God you don't get eaten by sharks in the process, and then you're going to go transport back your ship. All right, cool. Well, there's a couple things I didn't tell you. When your ship sinks and you transport to your ship, you and your ship get transported to a different area on the map, which could be like, let's say, down here at this corner, this is where you were on an island looking for treasure or whatever. And then all the way up here at the north end, or northeast end, or northwest end, depending on which way you're looking at this, is where you're transported to after you get back to your ship. That was disastrous. And needless to say, I was very angry, and I just said, you know what? Done with this game. Now, I gave it another chance because I heard updates were coming, and I'm glad I did, because the random sinking of your ship, the random ships flying out of the ocean, and also the random teleportation to other points of the map does not happen anymore. They will actually transport you to a temporarily safe island or port that is close to your location. It's not exactly like, it may be like 5-10 minute sail, or maybe it's just the next island over. It could just be something like that. So that's good. Another negative are the glitches. Some of them are pretty amusing, like being shot of a cannon and flying through an island. I had that happen once, but I actually popped on the other end, which was pretty cool. Also the flying boats, but I haven't seen that happen in the last 3-4 days. So I think they got that taken care of. Achievements not showing up. Achievements are beginning to show up. I have to work on some. Okay. So actually, the achievements that we were supposed to get from like the first few days, I've had to redo. Like there's one, this like drunken pirate. I got drunk the first time I played the game, in the game. Well, playing this, I'll tell you what, playing this game drunk and being on the ocean and the game would probably get you seasick because it's just that good. So yeah, I did get 3 or 4 achievements. I had to redo everything, which was fine. They were just minor little things. Let's see the price point. Actually, we'll get to that later. Yes, the chat. I cannot get chat to work for the life of me. I actually sent them today, this evening, I want to say about an hour ago, I sent them a service request, rare through their email. Because when you watch the YouTube videos and the Twitch videos, you have people talking and they're on the PC. Okay, that works great. Wonderful. Yay. Okay. I try getting my headset to work on the Xbox One for the Sea of Thieves. It doesn't work. I've tried taking video, 2-minute long snippets of video. Doesn't even detect the mic. So I tried joining a bunch of crews and to play multiplayer. We can't talk. And supposedly in the game, there's party chat. I can't find it. Okay. This is what really annoys me. I cannot find it for the life of me. They said, "Oh, well, check your privacy settings." Well, all my privacy settings says I can talk to anybody. I can do anything I want to. Okay. Well, check your headset. Okay. I can talk to Cortana perfectly. I can talk to anybody else perfectly. I just can't do it in this game. Okay. So I went through all the forums and it seems to be the same thing, like unplug or plug back in your headphone unit. I'm using the Xbox One version of the Rig 800s. These are the Rig 800s for the PS4. Weirdly enough, I did not like the sound of these on my PS4 at all, but on Xbox One, they're fantastic. So I brought them over here to my PC. Nice. But anyway, yeah. So I tried unplugging, plugging, didn't work. So I just said, you know what? I'm going to try playing. When you try playing with a group of people who are pirates and got a big old ship, it doesn't work very well. Which brings me to other glitches for the multiplayer. Now, not being able to talk is a big problem. Okay, that's fine. Now, there's points where I got like knocked off and I respawned. Excuse me. Well, the respawn brought me to a different island. Even though, remember, this is a reminder, my cruise ship had not sunk, but my respawn brought me to a different island completely with a galleon all to myself. Yes, captaining a galleon by yourself is kind of hard. It's doable, but it's kind of hard. There were other glitches, like I would just die randomly, just like. Then we did have one ship fly away, which is pretty amusing. But I was actually in a massive glitch fest, so I think it may have been my internet connection that did that. Because, like I said, when I was playing solo, I haven't had it happen for the last several days, and this happened earlier today when everything was herky jerky. So it could have been my internet. So we'll kind of go that one's a gray area right there. The respawn, it's weird. You respawn here, respawn there, respawn anywhere. And also the skeleton quest, the one we did over at one of the forts. The big boss skeleton never showed up, so we couldn't get the keys, so we couldn't get the treasure, and we were blowing the heck on everything with cannons and everything, just raw. Okay. That's it's all being worked on. I know Rare's doing a great job with doing the fixes and everything the way they should. Okay, now the price point. The price it's currently $60. Yeah, that's $60, all right. But unless you have Microsoft Game Pass, which I don't, for $14.95 a month, you can play it unlimited. Now, for me, because I'm patient for the most part and I enjoy this, $60 price point it's okay. Actually, if it was like $29.99 for the condition it's currently in, I would say yes, go for it. Now, if you actually just want to give it a try, like I said, use the Microsoft subscription, $14.99 Gamer Pass, whatever, and play it that way. Rare says that they're going to be doing a lot more upgrades. You're going to be able to get pets and everything. Oh, there are no microtransactions as of right now. Everything costs in-game gold, which you earn by doing quests. You can get new clothes, new equipment, which does absolutely nothing. It's all cosmetic. It's all makes you pretty and all that stuff. Fun it. I did hear that they are going to be bringing in pets for a small fee, a small cash fee. Yeah, okay. I usually, as a general rule, don't pump any money into online games besides the initial investment. I have Elder Scrolls Online, the first game. I got tired of it. I still played every once in a while on my PlayStation. Yeah, and beyond the initial investment, I'm going any further because those servers can be shut down anytime. And to me, it's not worth it. You know, not worth putting in over initial buying price. Now that brings me on to, I'm going to be cutting this off pretty quick here because it's 8:31 p.m. I've got a lot of stuff to do tonight. So I sometimes play games online. World of Tanks, I have that for PS4 and Xbox One. I'm on both as Doc Sludge. I'm also on Roblox. I just started playing Roblox tonight. It's okay. The disaster game is pretty cool. You get transported to an island, get hit by random disasters. Lightning, sandstorms, tsunamis. Pretty cool. That one is Doc Sludge 80 because somebody decided to have my name first on there, which is fine. Or any online, I have to actually tweak some settings, but I would like to start playing more online games. World of Tanks I'm on Warframe for PS4 and Xbox, I think. Dreadnought for PS4. There's like it's for PS4. I forgot what it's called, but it's like almost I don't want to call it a ripoff or like, let's say, stripped down version of World of Tanks. And it looks almost identical, plays almost identical with different types of artillery and stuff. I don't know who it's made by. Let's say stripped down version of World of Tanks. I've dabbled in that just a little bit. Didn't get to play anything because the server is acting really wacky. So if you see some dude goofing around online by the name of Doc Sludge, that's probably me on a PS4 and Xbox networks. That's more than likely me. I've actually been playing more Xbox than I have been PS4. I don't like PC gaming because my hands, as you can tell, are huge. Mouse is tiny. Keyboards are cramped. I don't like playing on a PC. I know that this computer I built it's got massive power. It can do pretty much anything. I just don't want it to. I just want it for my video processing, online stuff, and YouTube. So, yeah, I actually do have some pretty good tanks in World of Tanks. I just haven't played in a very long time because I go through these phases where it's just I don't even want to be online, but I am, and I've been pretty chilled out about playing online stuff. I don't get too stressed about it, and I refuse to swear online. See, because that's just wrong. Oh, that reminds me. Microsoft has pulled this new thing with their license, their agreement stuff, licensing agreement. I don't know, that there's no filthy or foul language on Xbox Live or any Microsoft accounts. Okay, that's okay. But what constitutes dirty language? What constitutes swearing? What constitutes, well, there are some things that are just plain out foul, guaranteed. There are words that I will never say that are definitely foul. But if you say something like, oh, poop, will you get banned? That's a question for you, Microsoft. So yeah, I do some online gaming. I'm going to try and get, I'm actually going to give up with the whole chat thing on Sea of Thieves, but I'll tell you what, there's some really, really hysterical videos on YouTube of Sea of Thieves, and some of these pirates, both male and female, have great pirate accents and talk. So definitely keep a watch out for that. I was supposed to be working on stuff this week. Had a little incident because I'm a big guy. When you're my size, things pop every once in a while, or go. So I've been dealing with a little bit of a pain issue. Nothing too major. It does heal up. It will heal up. It is healing up. So I just didn't get my stuff done, but I've been working on other things. I'm getting kind of dry here because I've been yakking away for 20 minutes and so on. Okay. So that is the status of Sludge Online. But yeah, Sea of Thieves, I like it. It has room for improvement. Knowing Rare and Microsoft, if they do things correctly, it will be more than epic. I really, like I said, I do enjoy the game. There are some glitches that happen. Sometimes it gets a little irritating. But overall, I mean, my mom, Boo, has actually seen me play it, and she was quite impressed because she's a whole, she's older generation that doesn't like violence in video games. And the purpose of this game is exploration, treasure hunting. Yes, you do fight, but that's not the main purpose. And so she's like ecstatic about that. So I would definitely, is Sea of Thieves worth $60 in its current form? Yes and no. Yes to me because I like it. Probably not to a lot of other people because the amount of content on here is very low currently, but it will, I don't want to be making excuses for Rare, but you know what? I have a feeling it's going to get good. I just hope it doesn't pull No Man's Sky and go downhill after the updates. So, yeah, I actually do have my copy of No Man's Sky still. So yeah, Sea of Thieves is pretty good. See if you can find me online. I have to tweak some settings so I'll be able to say hello to everybody if you send me a friend request on PlayStation Network and Xbox Live. Just look up Sludge on either one, and sorry about that. You will find me. I prefer not to play like first-person shooters and stuff because I get really irritated really quickly. So, World of Tanks, I mean, I will give Fortnite a try, possibly. I know it's first-person shooter. I will give it a try. I have Rocket League hanging around someplace for Xbox, so I'll see if I can get some practice in on that and maybe hop online and play some games with everybody with that. And hopefully we can actually get Sea of Thieves communications up and running properly, because that would be pretty awesome. All right, so I've been at this for 24 minutes on the nose. I'm actually beginning to get used to this new format, doing this through Google Chrome, but I still don't like it as much as OBS. But yeah, it's one of those things. We'll work on it. So anyway, more stuff is coming this week, so it should be good. All right, everybody, have a great night. Oh, and happy Bunny Egg Easter Day. Yes, I'm sure I want to end my stream. Boy, that's ridiculous. You hit end stream and it just keeps on going until you hit end again. Here we go. Bye, everybody.